Hey everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom Deluxe Class Cheetor. He is number WFC-K4. Yes, one of the first deluxes. As you can see there, he is a, cheetah. And in this box here, you can see the, kind of the new stuff they're doing. You can see right there, it says Cheetor, Takara Tomy, Generations, Hasbro, Kingdom there, right? All that stuff. Yeah, you can see the artwork now there's a lot more of it as opposed to before because, the window here is smaller, if you notice that. Also, deluxe class and all that. But you see both the robot and alt modes are here on this right here. Also, Cybertron written everywhere. I don't know what that says. I suspect that says Cheetor, but I don't know what that says down there on the bottom there. Yeah, you got that. I mean, the reason the packaging is different is because Hasbro decided to say, hey, we're going to start using less plastic on the packaging. But here you see maximal symbols, some scratches and whatnot, some symbols, like from the golden disc. And right there, you can see on this, the line-wide artwork, you got the golden disc artwork and all this stuff, and there's Galvatron and Black Arachnia and Optimus and there's Cybertron and Cheetor and Bumblebee, it looks like, and Air Razor and Dinobot, and yeah, a whole bunch of guys. And Kingdom and all that stuff, and authentic Transformers. On the bottom, you got a bunch of the copyrights and all that stuff. And in the back, of course, you got your usual product shots, his two modes that he has, and more warnings and copyrights. And this is the one time I'm going to do it. I'm not going to do this for every single one of them, but yeah, the insert is also cardboard, just cardboard now. They used to just have a plastic tray. You can see, yeah, they used to have a plastic tray with a thin cardboard insert. Now there's no plastic tray anymore. It's just this cardboard insert, and it's tied in directly now. And yeah, you can see the golden disc stuff on the inside of it, whatnot. And you often, oh, by the way, when you do get these figures, know that sometimes their accessories are back here as well. So I heard someone almost threw theirs away without realizing there's stuff in here. So just know that there's stuff in the back here. And also they come with a little card here. Usually they're supposed to come with the golden disc here in this cutout, but sometimes they're put in backwards. But yeah, there's a card back here in there, and you get a random card, and I know there's a handful of them. I don't know exactly all of them, but I know at least of two of them. This one here is Autobot Arc, and it's supposed to be, the idea is it's actually a real shiny sticker thing. So it's supposed to be a real shiny sticker thing and whatnot. And here you got the golden disc on every side. And supposed to be what you do is you're actually supposed to peel this off, and it reveals a potential future. And it actually is a sticker. And this shows it crash landed in 1984, just like the original G1 series. That's pretty neat. I don't know what to do with the stickers. I'm just going to stick it back on, although now it's slightly off. Figures. Yeah, so sticker. Hope you're having a place to put these. Yeah, it's yep, yeah, it's a sticker now. So hooray for that, I guess. More useless crap that you're not going to have anywhere to put. And of course the instructions. Green, very green patterning here. So yep, very large pictures and everything, very helpful. Although this is fairly simple figure to transform everything. So Cheetor. You can see, yes, he is a cheetah, as he is supposed to be. You can see that. Yep. Spotted. He's got that furry texturing effect that is for plastic, which they were using for a while in Beast Wars. Yeah, it's also great that Beast Wars is back, although some of the stuff that's come back is less than great. I feel, and particularly certain someone here. Yeah, you can see the spots and stuff. He's got the orange eyes, although they're completely blank, I guess, for the sake of the robot mode. So no pupils or anything there. Little black nose there. Yeah, you can see little bits of blue from the robot mode sticking out here, and on the bottom you can see his fists. But it is what it is there. But yeah, it's actually a decent beast mode. Not amazing, not terrible. In some ways, yeah, it's still clear robot parts sticking out, but honestly, it's not the worst offender I've seen regarding this sort of thing. So yeah, it's not too bad, honestly. The beast mode isn't anyway. Articulation, though, in this mode, he does have an opening and closing mouth. You can see there's no real paint in there, but he's got little teeth molded in. That's something. This can move forward and back. Or here on this joint, there's an outward joint right there. There's also this as well as a little rocker. You got a hinge here, which has about that much range, not really a whole lot. This is on a ball joint, so, you know, you got that much, you know, and some tilt there as well. So you got a bit of range there. Back here, you pretty much have that, I guess. You can twist that out. I guess you can also twist that part out if you want, although that's not supposed to be the leg. That's supposed to be part of the cheetah body. You got this hinge right here. There's a hinge there. You got about that much range before stuff starts to untransform. Yeah, you can do that, but then I see that starts to transform it. So you got that much range, and then this is also, I believe, on a ball. Yes, this is also on a ball joint. So you got range to there, and you know, side to side, and a little bit of tilting there. So you can get some decent poses, and also the tail does not move at all. That is a static piece. Yeah, decent amount of posability for a, you know, cheetah. I don't have anything compared to other than the Masterpiece, and I don't really like to compare Masterpiece to Mainline too much because there's kind of an unfair comparison because it's, you know, $20 toy, $20-ish toy versus $90-ish toy. Yeah, that's cheetah. Not bad actually, but it, you know, it's a quadruped transformer, so it kind of transforms how you more or less kind of expect. So speaking of, you go ahead and take the tail and pop it off. Just put that aside. Take these legs, straighten them out like that. Take the feet, you take the paws, move them down, and then move these up, rotate these up like this to become the shins, and move the feet the rest of the way down like that. Same thing on this side. Those are the legs now, for better or for worse. Then up here, what you need to do is you need to take these little side flaps here, and you need to move them out like that. You're gonna undo them, move them out like that. And you take this whole abdomen right here and separate it, the whole thing, right there. You separate them, move that all out. Take the arms if they came away, which they shouldn't have, and move them out right there, because they're supposed to hook in like this, but apparently they just unhook themselves in the process. So sometimes that happens. Rotate that the biceps like this forward, and rotate the fists around 180, like so. You take these and move them down. You know, kind of, you can cross them if I like the show if you want, or bring them just together or whatever. I'm just going to cross them like they are in the show, or they were in the show. Like that. Then up here, what you want to do, you open the mouth on the cheetah all the way. You disengage it from here, move it down, and then you bring it down like this, and this little peg here will peg into the roof of the cheetah mouth. Rotate the head around like this. It's easiest to do if you angle it up a bit when you're doing so. And then you take the arms out of the way, and so then you can take these head panels and close them back up all the way in, like that. And that is Cheetor's robot mode. Now I'm going to be really honest. I kind of find him underwhelming. He's, I don't know, something about him just is like, I don't know. He just, in many ways, kind of feels unfinished. Like, his shoulders look weirdly wide. The chest in general just feels like there's a lot missing. His head's just kind of floating out over top. The shins just don't look right. It's just a lot of stuff. Plus, on top of that, it's just the wrong shade of blue. This is a light blue. This is like almost a baby blue. This should be a much more darker, almost metallic, and maybe even metallic blue. I wouldn't mind if it wasn't metallic, but this should be much darker blue for sure. It's just honestly kind of disappointing. Again, it feels like almost unfinished in a way. Like there's supposed to be more, but like this is it. And on top of that, the weapon is just a little axe thing, and you know, you plug it in the hand like this, but when you do so, the problem is, well, it doesn't look very easy to wield because it's leaning back so far. You know, see that? It's got this, it leans back so far. There's not much you can do about that. You can try to slide it through more, but yeah, you can probably break something. I wish there was like either could have been like a hinge with like a little soft locking mechanism to straighten out, or just, you know, have this tail curled in different ways so that, you know, it wasn't like this. But I'm not really a fan of this one. I'm kind of bummed that this one's kind of, I don't know, just it feels unfinished and wrong. Yeah, just also the torso just feels weirdly narrow compared to where his arms wind up and everything. He just looks wrong. I don't really like him that much, honestly. That kind of stinks. I just wish he was better. Because, yeah, I liked Beast Wars and, you know, didn't really get to have a Cheetor growing up. I only got Masterpiece Cheetor semi-recently, and then this guy. And, yeah, so I've got 2 Cheetors, and one of them's a huge disappointment. I don't know. But articulation, though, his head is on a ball joint, so left and right. You got up. You don't really have down, but you do have up, so there's that. And you got no waggle either. Shoulders can go forward and theoretically go back, but the big old shoulder things are in the way. Outward, there's that. One other point of articulation, kind of forgot, was he's technically got, thanks to transformation, he has a butterfly joint right there. So there you go. That's another thing. There's the bicep swivel from before. You know, you've seen the transformation. The elbows have that much range. There's a wrist swivel, although it drags this little piece with it. There is a waist joint. You see that? Waist joint. The hips. This skirt thing here is there so it can get out of the way for the hips because they can go forward, but that far. Back, well, that far. They're actually pretty limited backwards, even if you move it outwards. And yeah, outwards is about that much. You got a thigh swivel. You got a knee. And feet can move forward and back on this hinge. That's great. Got some forward and back movement and quite a bit of tilt there as well. So he's actually pretty posable. It's just, again, I don't feel like he looks good no matter what, just because his general look. Yeah, he just winds up being disappointing to me. I just wish he was better. I'm just glad this was the first one that opened, so it wasn't like, you know, and, you know, because I got the entire first wave, well, the entire first deluxe wave, and it's just, yeah, I'm just glad this is the first one I opened so I could get him out of the way, I guess. Because I heard that he was kind of disappointing, but I was hoping that was just the internet being hyperbolic again. And, well, nope. This one really is just a disappointment. I'm hearing, though, that there's supposed to be a Netflix, you know, version, you know, for Walmart that's apparently is going to have a better deco. So I'm not sure if how it's going to help the figure or not. But, yeah, it's just, I would actually say, if you're gonna go get the Kingdom figures, this is the one to skip, unless you're a Cheetor super fan, or you just really are a line completionist. Skip this guy. It's just, he's the most disappointing one. And the other 3 options for deluxes are, I think, better to some degree. And one other thing I almost forgot, which is this tab right here. I'm not sure you can see that, but that's a stress mark. I'm not sure where that came from. This one's got a stress mark too, but it seems like, yeah, this one up here has a stress mark too. So it seems like transforming him causes these tabs to get stressed out, that's annoying and not good. So watch out for that if you decide to get this guy anyway. But yeah, I recommend getting one of the other deluxes for sure. And of course, there's one, there's a little additional caveat, but I'll get to that in his review. But yeah, skip it, honestly. So yeah, that's it for this review, I guess. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you found it informative and entertaining, and I hope you like, comment, subscribe. You can check out my Twitter. I'm at Nemesis Prime 1. And you can check out Patreon and Coffee as well, and you can look forward to more Kingdom reviews, and I guess a couple of little straggling reviews from like Earthrise and whatnot over the next coming weeks as well. So I'll see you then.